Like I said, you know, the lady who owns this place, she competes all the time, and I do a lot of training for her. You know, taking them out. Okay, yep.
Oh. Dat looks cool. Oh, heb even al de pie. Erg een bosje.
And the sleds?
The sled is pretty much all made out of silver birch. So most of the trees that you see around here, these are silver birch and stuff. So, you know, local fibres. You feel it's you know, quite flexible. You see, it's pretty much just tied up a string.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really have a lot of static joints, or you know.
Because there's a lot of movement. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, as you see, the tracks that we're cruising along, they aren't exactly sort of manicured thoroughfares.
Okay,
so, you know, we need that flexibility for when we're going over.
There you are.
But you have someone that maintains the sleds?
Yeah.
Well, this one, in fact, there's a guy in, well, yeah, we have folk to maintain the sleds. Well, they're very easy to fix, you know, and that's one of the things about it being tied up and stuff as well, too. You know, we can just, you know, change out parts and things very easily. But these are actually made by a guy in a little town in northern Sweden called Oinaka. So, yeah, he just, you know, sits in his garage and he makes, you know, dog sleds.
Okay. But there's obviously a requirement, so yeah.
Yep. But I mean, in terms of design and stuff, this is, you know, it's quite an old sort of traditional design.
Yeah.
For you know, cargo type sleds. If you're involved in the racing and all that sort of thing, you know, it's a very different sled. You know, obviously they're using a lot of sort of more modern materials and things. You know, a lot lighter. You know, obviously, you know, weight is of a concern when. You know, you got to do these long distances and things. You don't necessarily, you know, want the heavy woods and things.
That's correct.
Your lighter composites and stuff.
Oh, we're going to stop again. Rest.
Yeah, we're stopping here for.
Ooh, Whoop.
I'm not sure.
Do you ever have any wildlife here? Like
Yeah. I mean, there's a whole bunch of wildlife, but. You know, it's not like where you guys come from. It's not like where I come from, where you see it all the time. You know.
Yeah.
What do they say? You know, a lot of the wildlife in the winter, or especially up in the Arctic, sort of thing. You know, they say they decide when you'll see it, sort of thing. You know.
Yes.
So you'll see tracks and things, but in terms of actually seeing, seeing something, it's not all the time. So on the island here, we've got a lot of moose.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see reindeer all the time. I mean, all the reindeers that you'll see, although they're out, you know, wandering the wild sort of thing, they're not actually wild. They'll be livestock of the Sami folk. So Sami, there's one family that owns all the reindeer on the island here. But there's other things, you know, you might see foxes or whatever. What's this track going off there?
And any wolves?
Like a reindeer track. Yeah, we get a lot of moose or elk hanging out in the pine trees and things here. I've got some otters that live in the fjord behind me.
Sure.
So they're kind of cool to go down and watch. Roiskatter, what do you call roiskatter in English? Is it not polecat? It's like a stoat, like a little ferret sort of thing.
Oh, like okay.
You know, they turn white in the winter, so you know they go bright white with a little black tip on their tail.
Okay.
I've got a couple of those that live underneath my house. So I like to keep them there, you know, they keep the mice and all that sort of stuff away.
That's what you need.
Yeah, but you don't see them very often.
So you speak German as well?
German? No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay in Norwegian, that's, you know, for sure, but no, mate, you know, I'm a boy from the bush in Australia, where, you know, it's English or nothing, isn't it? So I mean, at school I didn't have enough an opportunity to learn another language, let alone, you know, have compulsory French or German or anything like that. So.
But normally in a work like this, you also get to know other languages as well.
Yeah, very much. Like, you know, I try to pick bits and pieces up, you know, just single phrases and things.
Yeah.
But then I find, you know, if I have somebody that speaks that language, you know, then I'll say the phrase and sometimes I get it right, sort of thing. And then they presume that I can actually speak the language. So, you know, you kind of have to pull out and go, no. Parlez-vous français? No.
So do you have another trip after this one?
Yeah. So what do you guys? You the second tour on this, so we'll have three trips on this from the Hurtigruten cruise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been out for 4 already this morning, but longer trips than what you guys are doing. So
Yeah.
sort of 45 minutes to an hour sort of trip. So, but then that'll be these guys done for the day. They'll go and have a rest. They're not doing too much today, so I'll go and take them home, and then they'll get dinner.
Oh, lovely. Work for your food.
Oh, so normal thing. So we got some dry food that we use for them, but it's sled dog specific. It's much higher in fat and proteins and things.
Okay.
Which the two main things that these guys need in their diet, certainly for the running anyway. And then to that we're adding fresh meats, well, fresh protein of whatever sort, you know, whatever's going on at the time. So it could be any number of things. You know, we're using sort of cow stomachs and there's stuff got bomb, which is kind of like mince sort of thing. Or you know, being Norway, we use whale as well too, but you know, that's a whole other story. So yeah, just any sort of protein, and then we're adding some warmer water to that sort of deal, making a bit of a concoction, a stew sort of thing. And that's kind of their main meal, and then we're snacking them sort of accordingly throughout the day and things as well too. So you know, obviously, you know, they need fuel in the tank sort of thing, but you know, we don't want, you know, huge, big, massive dogs either.
No.
These guys are marathon runners, so
yeah.
you know, the more weight, the heavier it is, the harder it is for them.
Yeah. This one on the left back.
Yeah. He's got that sideways sort of gait. Yeah.
But that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
When he's kind of pulling out like that, you know, as long as I see that like back line there nice and tight, I know he's working.
Okay.
And the tongue's hanging out.
Sorry?
Tongue.
The tongue's hanging out for miles.
Yeah.
I'm just watching the tongues. Now, if I was running and my tongue was hanging like that, I think I'll I'm dead.
So his name is Krypton.
Okay.
So generally when we have a group of puppies, we have like a generic grouping sort of thing. So him and all of his brothers and sister are all named after different elements.
Okay.
And then next to him, his name is Hai, which is shark in Norwegian. So all of his family is named after different types of fish.
Okay.
There's actually two brothers in front, so if you want to call it the English word, it's salmon and trout in front of him.
Yo.
But they also run in a specific
so
sequence.
each sort of position on the team, it has its own sort of requirements. So the boys at the back, that's known as the wheel. Yeah. So generally that's where you have your biggest, stronger dog sort of deal. Like you're saying, you know, the girls at the front, the boys at the back kind of deal.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, the wheels at the back. In the middle, that's known as the swing. They can be, you know, they can be front dogs, they can be back dogs. Generally, they're sort of, you know, the enthusiastic ones. They'll keep everybody sort of pepped up and going along. And then the ones at the front, they're known as the leaders. So obviously their job is, you know, it's quite specific. You know, they need to keep the line out nice and tight in front of us. You know, we don't want them turning around, coming back to say g'day. Then you know, everything goes a bit pear-shaped after that. So we want them, you know, going out in front. We want them with you know, a decent tempo, so we can do some decent speeds and things. Also, you know, you saw the sort of directional commands and things. So to the right I say G, to the left I say ha. Hopefully they go. Sure. Sometimes they don't listen.
Don't we all?
Yeah, pretty much.
And more or less, what speed is this guy?
At the moment, I mean, we're only doing sort of 5-6 k's an hour or so.
Okay.
I mean, this is quite a sedate sort of tour, but I mean, say over that 1,200 kilometre race. Yep. You'll average around about, well, depending on conditions, sort of 8 to 12 kilometres an hour over the entirety.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah, we got some bumps and things.
You don't
you
even
didn't
want
get
to
seasick,
know
do you?
what's bumping
So you're on the
against
wrong
my
holiday if you do
bed.
that.
Yeah, I need. Kijk, of ik kom mee, let je
See lots of pines and things, and they got this, you know, snow sitting on.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
It's lovely, yeah.
Pictures, yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful
Absolutely.
day. Come here, good start.
Yes. So fun.
And these tracks are just used every day, and they just.
Well, you see the track here, you know, the more we run it, obviously the more we run it, the harder it gets. So,
Yes.
yeah, you know, it's easier for them to run when it's a bit more compacted sort of deal.
Yeah.
But conversely, because we've got these brakes on the back, which are kind of like two spikes, you know, they dig out as we go along as well too. So, you know, we create that trench.
Yeah, and you can level it to a certain
Yeah. I
extent.
mean, we've got some bits and pieces, like we've got a thing called a groomer, so we come out with a snow scooter and sort of, you know, try to take the sides down a bit and level it out. Try to a bit.
Ew. I think my spine just came out of my head.
Sorry?
I think the spine came at the top of my head.
Okay guys, just watch on the right here. This we're probably going to go straight over it anyway. Yeah.
Mind your foot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it can.
Gee.
Yeah.
Yep,
It
lekker.
eats back, yeah.
There's the snowing. And I'm drinking it or eating it. Shame. There you are. What happens if one of your dogs have to fall down and die here? Do you?
Sorry, what now?
What happens if one dog falls over and he's just had a heart attack? Or you? You just
Well,
have
if
to
there's one that
leave it?
falls over, they generally just hop back up. But I mean, there is situations where a dog will just shut down mentally.
Okay.
And he'll just drop and you just, you get
That's
dragged
it.
along for a second until I sort of stop things.
Okay.
But that's very much a mental block.
Yeah.
These guys, they're a mixed breed as such sort of thing, they don't really deal with a lot of the hereditary type things. But we do have a little bit of epilepsy now and then.
Okay.
So I have had dogs sort of go into fit on the trail as well too, which isn't a particularly nice thing. But if something like that happens, then I just pick them up and I put them in the sled, and hopefully the person sitting in the sled's nice enough to be able to hold them. And we just take them back.
What is it at my nose? Oh, no, get up. You know where you're going.
But you can't steer it too much, eh?
Not so much, I've got bits and pieces. I mean, essentially I'm like a big sort of counterbalance on the back here, really.
Yeah.
My main, apart from looking after the dogs, I've got a couple of brake systems on here.
But the dogs basically pull the direction, yeah.
Yep. So I mean, they're just following the track at the moment until I tell them any different.
Yeah.
Funny, that black one, she jumps off and tries to run across the side all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody else, they know what they're doing. They've done this before, and she's all over the place.
Lovely, eh?
It is, yeah. You're sitting in the cockpit. I can hear you doing a lot of work as well, eh?
Sometimes, we try to work as a team. the thing. If we're going like on an uphill section sort of deal, and if I'm just standing on the back here, you know, they'll turn around and give me the dirty eye and say, come on, mate, come on.
Help
What
us.
about a bit of help, eh?
Ah.
It's like everything, you know, you work as a team and everything works so much better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They trust me, I trust them. Ha, ha, ha!
Hey, hey. Get it run now. Yo. Get it run now, eh?
Ah, they know they're gonna.
Up, up.
Do you get a new batch now?
So what now?
Do these run again?
Yeah, they'll go straight out again.
Oh.
Ah, this is nothing. So, I mean, I'm probably only running, what, 40 Ks with them today. When they start the race, they'll be doing in excess of 100 Ks every day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ground height.
Smoke fire, hey? Here we are.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we come to the end now?
Yeah, we're coming back up around.
Yeah.
So once we get up here, if you guys just hold fire for a moment, I'll go and put an anchor up the front so they don't muck around, and then I can give you the wee hand out.
Thank you so much for your tour and your time.
No worries at all.
Yeah, and the
It's all part
chatting
of the
is.
service.
Chatting is very nice to meet.
Good stuff.
My wife is also tour guide, so.
Okay, really? Oh, you know what it's all about then, yeah?
Yes, I know,
Yeah,
but I
so-
don't. But
so-
it's like
We
people.
are-
It's like people you got to eat up. Get out.
Come on, little.
I must say your dogs are well behaved compared to some people on the coaches.
Yeah, well, honestly, I'd work with 300 dogs over 300 people any day of the week.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, yep,
Thank
come
you.
on. Little.
Yeah, I gotta put an
Ja,
anchor
there
in.
you go. Store.